Hello.
Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. Hope everybody is doing well. Everybody is having a fantastic weekend. Can I ask a huge favor for all those that believe in prayer and the power of prayer? Can you please stand with me in prayer? For a young man that I know of that comes from a very beautiful family, and let's call him G. He was actually involved in a car crash. He's in the hospital, but there's a lot of recovery for him. If you would stand with me in prayer, I truly appreciate it. Before we get into this video, my usual disclaimer, please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. So KJ went on a Facebook Live and decided to expose Molly Golightly for being an escort. And as she states, she didn't know who Molly was very well. Before I show you the clip, this vendetta she has for Molly Golightly, why is it so deep? Because once again, a reminder, all these live streams she did with Molly Golightly and Justin are still up on her channel. If, as she has stated, they duped her, why would she leave those lives up on her channel and continue to allow her loyal followers to also be duped? It just makes no sense. A lot of people were saying that she is leaving it up for views, but that also just makes no sense to me. She makes a resentment towards Molly Golightly known since KJ was iced out by the family of Morvan. KJ blamed Molly Golightly and started this hate train for Molly Golightly. Since July 20th, I know this started way before July 20th, but I cannot prove it because Katie Joy is the queen of delete and has deleted a lot. As I said, since July 20th, she has made 48 posts on her Facebook about Molly Golightly. Today is only the 12th of August, you guys. She has now, in my opinion, recruited Unirock, which is also, in my opinion, just the same as KJ, a clown, an idiot. Let me play these clips for you and I'll give you my opinion.
I just want to be clear. Like, I didn't watch anybody's videos. I watched I watched an episode of this show called I'm Living a Secret or something, or Living in Secret, from 2014, and it was on like Lifetime, and it was Molly. And I was like, what is she doing in this video? I was like, what is she doing in this video? So there's this show from 2014, and it's supposed to be about like people's secret lives. And then at the end of the show, they're supposed to like come out with their secret life and tell everyone about their secret life. And her secret was that she was an escort in Las Vegas, and she was using the name Kate. You could tell it was her. You could tell, her friend Princess from Wipe Swap, he was in it. It was very clear it was her. Same setup, like same house. You could see her eyes. You could hear her voice, even though they were trying to set, like, whatever you call it, like change it. I think people that literally are being so dense to say, like, why would you talk about someone's past? Because Molly has a long history on YouTube of running fraudulent fundraisers. She was actually in a huge one a couple years ago related to some stuff with like this woman named Diane and like donations for St. Jude's. And she's involved in a group that regularly swats and doxes people, which is crazy. And then on top of that, like, I found this show where she was being an escort in Las Vegas while she's still married to her husband, and it's on 2014. And who knows if she's being honest and she's just trying to do it to be on TV. But people's pasts do matter, especially when it comes to fundraising. And if people have a history of being scam artists, they're going to continue to do that. And listen, people are trying to bring up things about me to say that I've been scamming people. Like, someone put into question like my donations to Gabby Petito's foundation. So then I had to go look at my taxes to see what I actually donated to them. And I was like, wait a minute, I actually put out that receipt when I donated. And by the way, why does it matter who I donate to? Period. I wasn't there running all these fundraisers. I did like one video where I said, or two videos about a Cash App that doesn't exist anymore, raised $68 and was set up by the dad's friend. It's just, to me, deflection. And like, instead of actually looking into themselves and figuring out what's going on with themselves, they will rather paint me the bad guy, which is fine. The name of the show was called Living in Secret, or Living Secret. Hold on. Living in Secret. And her name was Kate. No, I'm not accusing her. That's like in a show. It's literally in a show called Living in Secret. It's on Amazon. It's her. It's her voice. It's her friend Princess. It's her on a show saying that she's an escort. It's not me making this up, Alora. Anyways, it's called Living in Secret. Let me see.
Get off your phone, bitch. You're not supposed to drive and talk on the phone.
Don't say that.
I know, mommy's bad. You know that, right?
But why have a bad mom now?
I know, you do have a bad mom.
Why?
Because mommy says things that are not nice.
I don't want bad mom. I don't want mom.
I know you do. And I don't blame you, because I want to be good too. Sometimes I just can't control myself.
If you say one more time or one,
Are you gonna disown me? You do have a bad mom.
why?
You do. I know, mommy's bad. You know. And so far, I've gotten away with it, and it's been great. But eventually, my luck's gonna run out, and that part's scary. You gonna disown me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want you to disown me. I want you to always love me, because everything I do it for you. I can't do this forever. I'm too old, and so far, I've gotten away with it, and it's been great. But eventually, my luck's gonna run out.
I actually didn't purposely go look for her. Someone sent it to me. This was sent to me by someone. I was tagged about it. And I'm not shaming anyone for sex work, but she's on a show. She's on a show saying that she's doing sex work in Las Vegas, and she hasn't told her husband about it, or her kids, or her friends. Like, she's doing it in secret. That's what the show is about. She put this out on the internet. She was on the show. It was on Lifetime Movie Network. Like, she was on it in 2014. It's called Living in Secret, Season 1, Episode 4. It's on Amazon Prime, and you can also get it on YouTube. Anyways, I just brought it up because someone sent it to me. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not. I just was like, I didn't even know that this woman had a past on reality television. Anyways, long story short, like, the past is the best prediction of the future. And if there's people involved that have a history of scamming, have criminal histories, are not being honest, that kind of stuff, I'm going to put it out. Dave, you're not the only man that follows the page. You're probably like the only man in chat right now. But yeah, definitely not the only man that follows the page at all. She did the wife swapping show too. So she did wife swap, and then she did Living in Secret. And Princess was in both. There's like a part where she like sits down with Princess, and she's like telling him what she's doing, and he's like so mad at her because she's like sleeping around on her husband and not telling anyone. There's like videos of her walking into hotel rooms allegedly on the show and having sex with these guys. Like, I don't know if she's doing this or if she's just like being extra to get attention. But then at the very end, like on the series, they're supposed to like show who they are and like expose themselves, and they don't. I think she might have been trying to get a reality show, maybe. I don't know. Like, it's hard to know. But when people will go to like these kind of links, it just makes everything questionable in terms of like these fundraisers. And I didn't know who Molly was very well. She is problematic enough. And Lisa, if you're offended by me talking about it, there's literally no reason for you to be here.
Now, first, foremost, and most importantly, thank you so much to Laura McGill for making the sacrifice for us, for doing this for us. And I mean by her watching Catching Katie Joy's lives, putting it into clips on her Twitter. A lot of people even say they can't even stand to watch her for so long. So I feel Laura McGill's pain, and I am so appreciative to her. As I've always stated, it's there permanently. Laura McGill's link to buy a cup of coffee if you feel inclined. If you'd just like to show us some appreciation, the link is down in my description box. Feel free, go buy Laura McGill a cup of coffee, because trust you me, what she does is not easy. And I'm just saying, thank you so much to Laura McGill. So KJ tried to convince her audience that she's not a stalker and she did not watch anyone's videos, and tried to come across as she accidentally came across this show that Molly Golightly coincidentally was part of. Then when people started calling her out on her bullshit, she quickly changed her tune to, oh, someone sent it to her. You heard KJ nonchalantly mention Molly Golightly was on Wife Swap, and she didn't make a big deal about it. But now she tries to expose Molly Golightly because in her mind, this is a huge scandal. Oh my gosh, Molly was an escort. But KJ calls her a sex worker, just to make it sound more scandalous. Who is KJ to judge? Who made KJ the queen of models? And who is KJ to be the judge of anything? You guys heard she goes as far as to give every single detail on where to find the show, that you couldn't miss it. And she also said she didn't purposely look for it. Wow, unbelievable. It reminds me of the time when she was covering the Josh Duggar trial. You guys can remember? And she was explaining in detail where she found this content. And obviously, in my opinion, she wanted them to go and find it. And nobody, I believe nobody needs to be viewing this type of content. And the way KJ's mind works, she gives you all this so you can go and hate and despise. You don't need to find what these people are looking for. You don't need to do that. But that's KJ's fucked up mind that does things like this. And she's using that same tactic with Molly Golightly. Now everybody must go see how Molly Golightly, I didn't even go in and see, because it's irrelevant. You don't like Molly Golightly, you don't like what she does, don't watch. As easy as that. The statement she made, your past is the best prediction of your future. First of all, that is bullshit. Secondly, now keep in mind, all this is because she wants to take Molly Golightly down, because she feels Molly Golightly sabotaged her communication with the biological parents of Marvon McRae. Now she is trying to shame Molly for being an escort, and she made accusations that Molly Golightly runs fraudulent fundraisers. Wouldn't it be nice or ethical and the right thing to do is to prove or show receipts so people can actually trust this person, Katie Joy? Some sort of proof to back up her accusations, but she doesn't have that. She's going off of hearsay. Where's the proof? How do you expect people to believe you? She described Molly Golightly of being such a problematic person, and that she doxes people and swats people. I have to address this, KJ. This is what you call swatting. Not what you showed, where you have one deputy sheriff coming to your door to make sure everything is okay. Because if I can recall, you said the sheriff knocked on the door and asked what's going on. Google swatting. They will break down your door. A lot of people call you problematic, KJ. How many people have you doxed? In my opinion, KJ, you just a denialist. Look it up. Whether you love Molly Golightly or detest her, that is your choice. Once again, Katie Joy is showing signs of obsession, and this is not normal or healthy. She insists on poking the bear, and it doesn't look like she's going to let it go. KJ brings up, if you have a shady past, you cannot be doing fundraisers. So since KJ is shaming Molly Golightly for being an escort, which she calls, oh, I'm not shaming sex workers. Now she's calling her a sex worker. Doesn't Katie Joy have a past too? As per Katie Joy's own words, she seems to have been all over the place. But anyway, and I don't get it. It's like Molly Golightly has, since I've watched her, she's spoken about the incident she had at the grocery store on the army base. And then she also spoke about how She was arrested in Louisiana because somebody accused her of stealing money. And then you get Katie Joy. They got caught for a DUI, which she feels, oh, it's nothing, it's just a misdemeanor. But then you're proud of claiming this fake mugshot. Can anybody explain what's wrong with that picture? So in concluding this video, and this is just my opinion, Katie Joy is a very sad, lonely, stressed out person. Maybe she should just step away, take a well-deserved break, and stop holding Molly Golightly hostage in her head. This can't be healthy. Looking forward to hearing your feedback on this. Have a wonderful and safe rest of your weekend. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and don't forget, make good memories. Bye guys.